Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the pharmacognosy lecture. Today, in this lecture, we are going to study about glycoside, and let's start with the very first slide with the introduction part. That is, what is glycoside? Okay. The definition of glycosides: glycosides are natural occurring molecule which carry a sugar group which is bounded by its anomeric carbon to other group by a glycosidic bond. Glycosidic bond have the property of bind a sugar molecule to another molecule. Basically, a substance which carry a glycosidic bond is known as glycoside. In structure of glycoside, sugar group is known as glycon and the non-sugar group is known as aglycon. So we can say a concrete definition of glycoside is the naturally occurring compound which carry a sugar and a non-sugar part, and it has both the sugar and the non-sugar part is binded with a bond that is called as glycosidic bond, and the sugar part is known as glycon and the non-sugar part is known as aglycon. And this is about the solubility characteristic. Glycosides are soluble, water-soluble compound and insoluble in organic solvent. Aglycon part, which is water-soluble, insoluble in the organic solvent. Sorry, I made a mistake while saying glycon part is water-soluble and insoluble in organic solvent, whereas aglycon part, it is water-insoluble but soluble in organic solvent. Some glycosides are soluble in alcohol. Okay, so this is about the solubility of the glycoside. Physiochemical property of glycosides in general: they are colorless solids, amorphous, non-volatile, but like flavonoid yellow, which differs with the characteristic of glycoside, which is called as colorless, and three-flavonoid glycosides are red or orange in color. Give positive test for the with the Molish and Fellings reagent. They give positive test for the Molish and Fellings reagent. They are water-soluble compound, insoluble in organic solvent. When a glycoside has a lot of sugar in solubility in water decreases. Okay. So when they are water-soluble as compound, insoluble in organic solvent, when glycoside has lot of sugar, है ना? अगर बहुत ज़्यादा sugar है उसकी तो उसकी solubility decrease हो जाती है water में. Most of them have bitter taste except populin and glycerin. Fine. Otherwise, अगर हम glycoside को अगर हम when we talk about in general of the glycoside, they are most of them are bitter in taste. Colorless except saponin. Hydrolyzed by using mineral acid and temperature or by using enzymes such as imosilin, bitter almond seed, and myrosin and myrosinase, black mustard seed. So they have the special characteristic. They get hydrolyzed by using mineral acid and temperature or by using enzymes like imosilin and myrosin or myrosinase. This is the physical property of glycosides. They are colorless amorphous solids, non-volatile. They give positive reaction with Molish and Fellings reagent. They are water soluble and their water solubility decreases if the sugar part of the glycoside is more. Biosynthesis of glycosides. I'm skipping this part because we are going to continue this part in the later part of the chapter when we'll be discussing about the extraction and biosynthesis. So let us come directly to the classification of glycoside. Glycosides are classified on different types on the basis of different categories according to, since they contain two major part which combine together to make them glycoside. So they are classified broadly on very different categories. First category is on the basis of glycol part. Glycol part is the sugar part. If a glycoside contains glucose, okay, if a glucose is present in the glycoside, then it is called glucoside. If fructose, it is called as fructoside. If glucuronide, it is called as glucuronide. Okay, so depending upon the type of glycon portion, the type of sugar a glycoside is having, so they are classified according to the first category according to the glycon portion. Second, according to the basis of aglycon part, on the basis of aglycon part, they are classified on as the therapeutic action or the type of action or the type of nature is a glycoside is going to show on the basis of the presence of nature of aglycon part. They are classified as sterols, terpenoidal glycoside, anthraquinone glycoside, cyanogenetics, cyanophoric glycoside, saponin glycoside, flavon glycoside, coumarin glycoside, steroidal or cardiac glycoside. Depending on the type of A glycol moiety they have. Classification, this is the third classification of glycoside on the basis of the linkage between the glycon and the A glycol part. The type of bond formed between the to join these two groups of the glycoside, like A glycon and the glycon part. If it is joined by the oxygen, it is called O glycoside. In these glycosides, the sugar is part is linked with the alcoholic or phenolic hydroxyl or carboxyl group. Since both the bridge between the two glycol and the A glycol part, the bridge is with the help of O oxygen. If it is called as glycoside. If the glycoside it acts as the sugar attached to the sulfur atom of A glycol, such as synegrin. N glycoside. In these glycoside, the sugar linked with the nitrogen atom, they were making them a bridge with the N atom. Okay, amino group of A glycol like nucleosides. Okay, DNA, RNA. C glycoside. In these glycoside, the sugar linked with directly to the carbon atom of the A glycol like alloy. Okay, so these are the type of classification on the basis of the linkage between the glycol and the A glycol part. So till now, what we have studied that glycoside can be classified till here on the basis of three types. First, classification on the basis of glycol part. Second, on the basis of A glycol part, and the third on the basis of linkage between the A glycol and the glycol part. Fourth category, according to the therapeutic effect. According to therapeutic effect, glycoside are classified as cardiac glycoside or congestive heart failure cardiac muscle stimulators. Examples are digitalis glycoside, which contain digitoxin, digoxin, geotoxin, floxacin, जिसे हम कहते हैं ना, B cuban, strophanthus gatus, C, K strophanthus combe seeds, Celerian AB, which is isolated from red and white squill bulbs. So first category according to the classification on therapeutic effect. So first category is cardiac muscle stimulators. Second is laxatives. So let me tell you what are laxatives. Laxatives are those preparation which removes the phases from your intestine. That they are called laxatives. The example of a laxative is a bone. And so glycoside sometimes produce laxative effect. So they are called as laxative glycosides. The example is Senna. Senosidenate contains senosine A, B, C, D. Caroside AB, cascara bark, ferrogrin and glucoferrogrin from ferula bark, aloin and barberol from aloe vera and aloe vera barbadensis juice. So these all are the glycosidal drugs which produce laxative therapeutic effect. Local irritant group, third category is local irritant group in this classification. It produces local irritation like synegrin from black mustard seed, Barisca nigra, cinnablin from white mustard seed, Barisca alba. Analgesic and antipyretic. Analgesic and antipyretic are those drugs which analgesic which kills the pain, antipyretic which lowers your body temperature. Example, salicin, which contains salicylic acid, we get from willow and salix bark. Keeping electricity of the blood vessels like butane and ricin, which are obtained from bitter orange peel and lemon peel. And the third and the last category is the anti-inflammatory property, which is obtained from aloe, get from the aloe vera barbadensis, aloe vera, and commonly हम जिसे aloe vera के नाम से जानते हैं, and which can be used and some of the drug can be used in anti ulcerative peptic ulcer में use किया जाता है. That is glycerin, which produces which you get from Glycyrrhiza glabra. So they are we can say glycoside are classified on the four major categories according to the glycol part, according to the A glycol part, according to the therapeutic effect they produce, and according to the linkage that between the glycol and the A glycol part. Now chemical test. So glycoside have a different test for different categories, we can say classes. The first is class test for if a glycoside contains a terpsterol and terpinol glycoside. So the general test is antimony trichloride test. An alcoholic extract of drug First of all, evaporate to remove the excess of alcohol. Bring into the dry condition. Make extract with chloroform. Then again, you have to dry. You have to extract the dry extract with chloroform. Saturate solution of antimony triglyceride in chloroform containing 20% acetic anhydride. Appearance of pink color on heating indicate the presence of steroids and triterpenoids in glycoside. Terrathionitromethane test. In this test, what we are supposed to do is alcoholic extract of drug plus tetranitromethane solution. When treated it with formation of yellow color, indicate the presence of steroid and terpenoids. So this is basically when you can say if a glycol part is steroids and triterpenoids. So there are two specific tests for this. Like one is antimony trichloride test, and this is tetranitromethane test. Second is specific test for sterols, and this is the name test. These are the name tests which we go for steroids like Lieberman-Burchard test and Salkowski test. Lieberman-Burchard test. So alcoholic extract or drug is taken, evaporated with dryness, and then again extracted with chloroform. Then few drop of acetic anhydride is added to the extract of chloroform. Then again strong sulfuric acid is added. From side wall of the test tube, appearance of violet ring, blue color obtained, which indicate the presence of sterols. Another is Salkowski test. Alcoholic extract of drug evaporated to dryness, extracted with chloroform plus concentrated H2SO4 from the side of test tube. Appearance of yellow colored ring at the junction of the two liquid turns red in the presence of sterol. Otherwise, the junction of two liquid will indicate the presence of yellow color if it doesn't contain sterols. Specific for terpenes, trichloroacetic acid test. Drug plus saturated trichloroacetic acid solution give colored precipitate presence, indicate the presence of triterpenes. Anthraquinone test. These are the specific for anthraquinone glycoside. Okay. So it is modified Braun-Trager test and Braun-Trager test. Modified Braun-Trager test. 1 gram of drug plus 5 ml of dilute HCl solution plus 5 ml of ferric chloride solution. Boil for 10 minutes on water bath. Cool it down. Filter it. Add to the filtrate. Add carbon tetrachloride or benzene in equal amount of ammonia. If you take 5 ml of carbon benzene and then equal amount of ammonia has to be added to this picture. Appearance of pink to red color indicate the presence of anthraquinone moiety, or you can say it confirms the presence of anthraquinone glycoside. What you're supposed to do: 1 gram of drug plus 5 ml of dilute HCl solution, 5 ml of ferric chloride solution. Boil the drug with these two. Then cool it down. Filter it. To the filtrate, add benzene or carbon tetrachloride. Then equal amount of the amount of benzene or carbon tetrachloride you have added, you are supposed to add the equal amount of ammonia. Then indicate, then if pink color appears, if pink color appears, that indicate the presence of anthraquinone glycoside. This is modified Braun-Trager test. Simple Braun-Trager test. 1 gram of drug plus dilute HCl, boil it on water bath, filter it, to the filtrate add carbon tetrachloride or benzene. So what's the difference? In the above test, you are adding HCl plus ferric chloride solution. Here you are missing ferric chloride solution, and then what we are supposed to do: equal amount of ammonia. Then shake it, filter it, shake it well. Appearance of red color indicates the presence of anthraquinone glycoside. Okay, so this was all for today. Till here, what we studied about the definition of glycoside. We came to know about the properties of glycoside. What are the different properties it possesses, which indicate that the drug is glycosidal drug. And we studied about the classification of glycoside and the chemical test for glycoside. Thank you for today, and hope to see you soon tomorrow in the further head lecture.